Let's get it, YouTube. How's everybody this morning? It's a scorcher here. I think it what 117 today or either tomorrow. So you know it's hot. Got out of town company coming today. Uh, so safe travels to them. Uh, Now this morning, if you've been watching the videos, I usually be up very early in the morning. So it's a show called the Drizzle Dollar Morning Show. It's also connected to Atlanta Avenue. So we were all on there encouraging each other, praying, listening to some, you know, sort of hip hop gospel, some just plain gospel, whatever. Good for the soul. So he mentioned something that I was going to talk about, that I am going to talk about today, and it was so coincidental. And he mentioned the dash, right? And I was like, oh, that's the same thing I'm talking about today. What's going on here? So of course I hit him in the chat, and I was like, Drizzle, we must think alike because we kind of thinking on the same thing. Because years ago, I was looking at an obituary, and it said 1900 to another end date. But I saw something in the middle that I really kind of hadn't paid attention. It was just there on the page because I was looking at the first date and just the last date. And I thought about it. I said, well, what did this person do between this beginning date and this end date? And I was like, okay, so at a funeral, I spoke about the dash. And after the funeral, everybody came up to me and said that what I said to the crowd moved them, and that they had never kind of delved into that either. So that's what I'm here to talk about today, is your dash. What is the dash? Is basically your full life resume. Your full life resume. And what are people going to be able to say about your dash? Because we all have one. We're living. And we're experiencing people, we're experiencing situations, we're experiencing many things throughout our lives. So I always ask people, what are people going to say about you with your dash? Now me, I hope that, well, I know one they gonna say, they gonna be like, the first thing they just gonna say, I'm sure, they gonna be like, Val crazy, whatever, right? That's my dog, she good, she crazy, in a good way, not a bad way, in a good way. So I hope, now this is my hope, because I don't know what anybody's going to say about me when I leave this earth, but I'm hoping that my moving through life the way that I have speaks for itself. I'm just hoping and praying that it speaks for itself. That if you were to know me, you wouldn't be able to know what love is. So I'm hoping that my dash exhibits that. I'm hoping that my dash says that I stayed in the moment. I'm hoping that my dash says that it wasn't all about her. Even though sometimes we do have to make things about ourselves, but your whole life wasn't predicated on just yourself. So I'm hoping that people say, hey, my encounters with Valerie Brunson, when I left those encounters lifted me up, made me smile when I thought about those encounters. That, this is the things I'm hoping that people will say. We don't know, of course, no, none of us know, but you really do know what people are going to say about you, because that's what the dash is. The dash is your resume. That's you. The dash is really you. The numbers are not you. The numbers are just numbers. But the dash is really you walking through this life. And if you make an impact upon other people, and what type of impact? Everybody makes an impact on each and every person that they encounter. But what type of impact did you have on these people? Did you have a good one? Did you have a bad one? Was it an indifferent one? Did this person walk away learning something? Did this person walk away feeling that someone cared for them as a human being? Did when you encounter people, did they feel free to talk to you and just tell you their whole life stories? I encounter that a lot. So I know a lot about a lot of people, and I keep those things to myself. So a lot of people talk to me just because if they tell me something, it's if they don't tell me not to tell anyone else, then I'm not going to say it, because I'm hoping that my resume of life, and I think I'm going to kind of rename the obituaries the resume of life, because that's exactly what it is. It's a resume of your life, all the pictures, all the acknowledgments, all the people that speak at the funeral, all the people, even if it's just a memorial service, right? All the people that have grew up with you. Sometimes you have co-workers there. You have community friends. You have associates. Hey, you got family. Some people have 2 and 3 families. I've been to funerals where the people in the audience, until I got up there and spoke, did not realize that this person that they loved, that I love them just the same. And I'm hoping that the words that I said to people help people love other people, whether they know them. Because one thing that I learned through this life, that resume of life is very important to you, but it's also important to other people, because if you're a teacher, I told Drizzle Dollar, I said, dude, you're not a preacher or a teacher. You are a reacher. You're reaching out to people. People are reaching out to you because you're not preachy, you're not teachy, you're just reaching with the word. You're just reaching. And I think that's very good. And because we need to reach out and reach people with our lives. Our lives should be an example of the impacts that we have, right? Many people have called me to help them in their down times. Some of it was financially, some of it was I physically had to go actually take care of them and make sure that they actually survived and are still living and thriving today. When someone called me and said, hey, I need to move my entire big old house out, can't find nobody to come help, I go help. So you see, I hope my resume of life is filled with people talking about the impact that I made. If I go to the party, I'm going to make an impact because I'm going to have me some fun. And I want everybody else that's there to have some fun with me. Baby, we dancing, we eating, we is socializing. Baby, we networking. We just doing it all. See, so I hope my resume, and of course, it's going to be people be like, I ain't like her, she ugly, forget her. You feel me? It's going to always be that because guess what? If you've lived this life, you've encountered a lot of people. So every encounter was not good. Every encounter was not good. But I'm hoping that over time, that even the people that I had bad encounters with realized that, hey, she wasn't trying to do nothing. I was trying to do something to her. And she just clapped back, said something, whatever. You feel me? So I'm hoping over time that, hey, if it was my fault, I hope they forgive me. Just as I have forgiven them, forgotten most things I've ever got into it with somebody about. Because guess what? Most things that you get into it with someone else is petty anyway. It's petty anyway. So, you don't even remember. You be like, what we get into it for? We don't even remember. So, I'm hoping that my resume of life says, yeah, some people just do not genuinely like me. But it's a lot of people out here on this planet that genuinely love me. And I appreciate their love. And I hope that when they're talking about my resume of life, that they show people that when you are a person that is in service to other people, that their life is better because this person brought this kindness, this uplifting, this helping spirit around them for their good, just for their good. So, yeah, what's your dash going to say about you? Yeah, they're going to talk about your education. Good job. They're going to talk about family members. Good job. We all got families. But what are they going to talk about you personally? What type of attitude did you have? Were you the life of the party? Were you the Debbie Downer? Were you the one that people hated to see coming? Were you the one they loved to see coming? Talk to me, people. Tell me what you think that your dash is going to reflect about you. Because guess what? That we living on that dash. We living in that dash. And it is what it is. Because we're human. We're living this life. So we're born on a certain date. We're going to depart on a certain date. What date that is, we don't know. The time, we don't know. Make good use of your resume because you need to add to it all the time. A lot of people say, oh, my resume is complete. Your resume should never be complete because there should be always something that you can add to that resume that is not only helping you, but it's helping others. Because guess what? At the end of your resume, you would hope that people say that through all the crazy stuff, all the silly stuff, all the ignorant stuff that you did or I did, that this person was really about love. Now that's what we really want people to say at the end of our resume. That no matter what they did, good or bad, that at the end of their resume, I would love for people to be able to say, on the Kicking It Real, Val was really all about the love. What else can I say, YouTube? But let me say this. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. Definitely will always appreciate everybody that comes on here You guys do something for me. Bam. It is what it is. I like running my big mouth. You guys allow me to run my big mouth. And don't forget, I still want to be the president.